All right, so y is already, this first equation is already solved for y. Now, I should point out that when we do substitution, it's really nice if one of the equations is solved for x or for y. If not, then you have to solve it for x or y. It doesn't matter. It could be x or y. But this one's already set up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the other equation, which is 2x plus y equals 5. So I'm just taking this equation, writing it down, but instead of putting y down, what am I going to put in parentheses? Yeah, this x minus 4. I'm just substituting in y for y. Okay, so this is x minus 4. Now, because there's nothing in front of the parentheses, you can think of it as like multiplying by a positive 1. So this is just x minus 4. Everything else stays the same. So this would be 2x. It's a positive x equals 5. So we combine like terms. If I have two x's in my hand and I add another x, how many x's do I have? 3. That sounded like a nursery rhyme, didn't it? Oof. All right. So now what do I do? Yeah, I got to get x by itself, so I'm going to move the 4 by adding 4 to both sides. How do you guys feel? Oops, I almost added 5. How do you guys feel about this part of the algebra? Solving, moving stuff around from one side to the other. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Okay. Cool. It just takes practice. The key to this is basically you do the opposite, right? So 4 was being subtracted from the x. So to move it away from the x, you do the opposite of subtraction, which is add. Negative 4 plus 4 equals 0. But in order for the equation to be balanced, whatever you do on one side has to be done to the other. These will equal 0. 0 plus 3x is just 3x. And 5 plus 4 is 9. Okay. Again, to get this by itself, and sometimes students will just guess. They'll say, oh, subtract 3x. Well, you can subtract 3x, but that doesn't necessarily get x by itself. Sometimes kids will say, well, we're going to add 0, or, they just blurt out stuff. You really need to go through this process and think, what is being done to the x? I want x by itself. I need to move the 3. The 3 is being multiplied by x. So in order to move the 3, I do division, right? Whatever I do on one side, I have to do to the other. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 1 times x is x. 9 divided by 3 is just 3. Okay. All right, we're done. X equals 3, right? No. What do we have to do next? Yeah, I need an x and a y, right? So I'm going to take this first equation, which is y equals x minus 4, and I'm going to plug in 3 for x. So then y equals negative 1. So again, the solution is going to be x comma, I can't write, which is 3 comma negative 1. Okay. How do I verify this? Well, on the TI calculator, does everybody have a calculator? You guys should grab one when you come and grab one real quick. What I'm going to do is I'm going to plug these in. I need to take this first equation. So to double check it on a graphing calculator, this one's pretty easy. I'm going to take the second equation. I'll write it over here in a different color. 2x plus y equals 5. Now, in this case, I want to move the whole 2x. I want to get y by itself. What is 2x doing to the y? Adding. So what's the opposite of adding? Subtracting. So in this particular case, I would subtract 2x. And I think that's where kids get confused. Sometimes you add, sometimes you subtract, sometimes you divide. And that gives me y is equal to negative 2x plus 5. So those are the two graphs, and they should cross at 3, negative 1. So pull up my handy dandy calculator. I'll move this over here. Oh, I hate when that does that. It's going to do it again too. Watch when I let go. Oh no, I guess not. So I'm going to clear this out, and I'm going to put the first equation, which is x minus 4. And then the second equation is going to be negative 2x plus 5. Okay? You want me to make that big so you can see it? Boom. You guys have to make that sound effect. Boop. Well, hold on. If you're getting an invalid dimension, does it say invalid dim? Okay. That means your scatter plot is turned on. So what you want to do is you're going to hit second y equals, and option number 4, turn the plots off. Okay. Now it should work. Did it work? No. Okay. So then the other thing you need to do is go to zoom and hit 6. Did that work? Okay, take the calculator and throw it against the brick wall. That's a great idea. Grab a different. Bring me that calculator and grab a different one real quick. I don't know. There's something goofy. It's either a matrix. Whenever you get an invalid dim, there's something. Okay, if you put a here. It's minus 4, not negative 4. Change that to a minus 4. You can't say x because it's trying to multiply them, sort of. So it's got to be x minus 4. Anyways, where does this look like it crosses? Well, what did we say the answer was? Oh, 3. It's on your papers. You wrote it down. Good Lord. How do you guys get dressed in the morning? I just picture you guys like walking around. Oh, I need socks. And I walk around with one sock on all morning. My foot's cold. Oh, wait, I got to put on the other sock. How do you know what my life is like this, Adam? Wow, sorry, I did not realize. You stalk me? That was a joke, but is it? Is it a joke? All right. So anyways, we said, all right, focus. We said that the solution should be 3, negative 1. So when we go in here, how do I find the intersection? Can somebody remind me? Second trace, right? Because we're going to calculate it. So if I hit second trace, which option is it for intersection? Intersect, right? And then what do I do? Somebody tell me. Go to the intersection. Then what? Hit enter. Wait, now what? Hit enter. Now what? Oh, 3 times. Hey, guess what? It worked? Well, because you don't know what you're doing. That's why. Oh, Lord. Bring me your calculator. Check her. Does she have both of her socks on? I'm actually wearing. I don't know. I can't see. Here. I made sure to wear these socks today. Here, just hand me the calculator. Let me see this. Anyways, that is the correct answer.
Because with mine at the very bottom, like the very bottom line, someone just put something random, and that's what was messing up. So
invalid dimension in your list. Okay. So yeah, so you've got a matrix in here, which it's trying to graph. You never turned off the plots. The plots are on.
I did.
No, you didn't. They're turned. You got to hit it a second time.
Yeah, that would be why.
Oh, Lord. The advisor said, "Are you sure you want to be a teacher?" you have a degree in math and physics. Are you sure you want to be a teacher? And I said, I want to help the kids. That's what I said. It's March. All right. I'm still recording, by the way.
Oh.
All right.